Welcome back to today's video, and today we have the new Dell Inspiron 5410 with the 11th generation Intel Core processors and an MX 450. How good is it? Let's find out in today's video. Let's go.
So, for the specifications of the laptop, the CPU is an i5-11300H with an NVIDIA MX 450 2GB, with 8GB of 3200MHz RAM and a 512GB NVMe SSD. All this power is paired with a 14-inch WVA panel with a peak brightness of 300 nits, and all powered through a 54 Wh battery. For other specifications, it has a 720p webcam, 2W speakers, Wi-Fi 6, 2x2 with Bluetooth 5x1, and weighs around 1.4 kg. Now, for the cost of this laptop, as of making this video, with its current specs, it will cost around $1,299. For the I/O, on the left side, you'll find a USB 3.2 Type-C with DP and power delivery, as well as another USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A port with a HDMI 1.4 and a DC power jack. Over on the right hand side, you'll find a micro SD card reader with a USB 3.2 Gen 1 port and a headset jack. Now for the things that you do get with this laptop, you receive the power brick itself, power cables, and instructional manuals with the laptop itself. Using it, I feel the keyboard is quite decent with a quite normal layout. Battery life is alright, though not as good as its AMD counterpart. There's also not much bloatware on this laptop, though there is McAfee installed by default, and the normal Dell suite. Build quality, I feel it's really sturdy with its aluminum chassis. There's minimal deck flex when pressing down on the keyboard, and the hinges feel quite smooth and can be opened with one hand. For performance, in TimeSpy, it scores a total of 2021 and a CPU score of 4187 with a GPU score of 1852. For Geekbench form, using the OpenCL test, it scored 79,129, and for the compute test, it scored 6,341 single core and 19,460 for multi-core. Lastly, Cinebench R20 is scored a total score of 1,545. In terms of CPU power, the AMD counterpart of this laptop would be better. However, in terms of GPU, both of them are roughly the same. Now, upgradability. Opening up the laptop is just removing the bottom screws and slowly prying up at the top cover, releasing all the clips around the edge of the laptop. Inside, what you can upgrade is the RAM, SSD, Wi-Fi card, and that's about it. There's no other space to put in a secondary M.2 slot. Now, coming to the speakers. It's quite powerful considering there's just only 2 watts with a max output of around 80 decibels. For a place that I feel Dell can improve on is I would like to see a larger battery if possible, maybe 97 Wh or something 60 plus Wh. A second M.2 slot would be great as it doesn't really take up too much space but also gives the user more upgradability. And lastly, maybe a better cooling solution as this laptop tends to thermal throttle when being hit on the CPU and the GPU at the same time, with a max CPU temperature of about 98°C, which isn't very ideal.
In the end, the Dell Inspiron 5410 is a really good laptop for people who need a laptop for work that isn't too costly but also has quite enough power just to do basic tasks, and more than that also, such as light video editing, of course with the necessary upgrade, which is definitely the RAM. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.